Matt Lormer.
Good evening. You have a copy in front of you. I'm going to read a statement here. Mr. Morgan, you said the Fiesta did not receive money from the city for the last 4 years. What I've given you is a list of the Fiesta payments with their dates according to the city clerk. The Fiesta received $11,000 in July of 2014, just as the embezzlement was happening, and $5,000 in May of 2015. Mr. Morgan, you were wrong. The game of the sound bites and not stating the facts is incorrect. Why has the council not enacted rules? The council members should not sit on nonprofit boards that receive the funds. You know, that gentleman was sent to prison. It's time to have some new rules. We've been talking about it. You guys have had some time. I'd like to see when you're going to have a study session, when you're going to get around to doing that, so it's important. Next thing I want to talk about is recently it's come to my attention that the new owner of the Camarillo Springs Golf Course is planning to close the golf course and develop the property. As I understand it, residents have already reached out to you regarding a deed restriction forcing it to stay a golf course. Once again, the city has not responded to the Camarillo Springs residents. Communication with Camarillo residents are critical when issues like these come up. They should be addressed. It's real important that that be addressed. And it shouldn't be hidden from the public. It should be brought up. I'd appreciate that being dealt with. You know, the next thing I want to talk about is, you know, when people run for elections, I know some of you have taken developers' money. We have people in election cycle that are taking money from developers. I think we need to have some new rules in this area. I don't think you should be taking money from developers. It's a sensitive issue with the public. I think it's important to enact some new rules. The public, this is a big thing. As you're aware, we have several measures on the ballot. I'm for J and C, basically. Most of it, I'm against F. But this is something that's real important that we do have a conversation about. One last thing I'd like to talk about, again, I've talked about it last time. We are in a holiday season. If you're drinking, please do not drive. Have a designated driver. Again, it's good to remind the public. I'm going to do it every month. It's really important that you have access to somebody to take you home. If you're a bartender and you're serving alcohol in this community, be responsible. If that person seems a little bit tipsy or it can't drive, be responsible. Call a taxi, call a friend. Just do the best you can do, because I appreciate it. We want everybody to go home this holiday. Thank you very much. Do you guys have any comments?
No.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to respond.
I'm going to ask you to respond to that, please.
Thank you very much. On Friday, I responded to Camarillo Springs residents who contacted the city regarding the letter they received from Chameleon Springs LLC about the possible reuse of the golf course. On Monday, I emailed the Camarillo Springs HOA board with my response, and our response is that we will be having a meeting with Camarillo Springs LLC representatives within the next couple weeks to understand what they may be proposing or what they want to do with the property, but no decisions have been made about the conversion of that property. And everything that does happen with that property will be done in an open public meeting. So we are not hiding the ball. We're very transparent with those people out there, and they have a right to know what's going on, and we are sharing that information as soon as we get it. Thank you very much.
Yes, Mr. Little.
I had a call today from...
You're not on, Bill.
Turn your mic on.
Yeah, right there, that light there. That green light needs to be on.
No,
There you go. I think you're on.
I had a call today from a lady at Camarillo Springs who claims that there is this 99-year-old deed restriction, and I advised. She claims she knows who has it, and I advised her to get in touch with you, the city manager, about that if she could get it.
And thank you very much. We would appreciate seeing that if that document exists. I know I instructed my staff last week to begin due diligence and search our files for such a document if it does exist. Thank you.
Lastly, sorry, did you want to say something? Okay.
Doesn't it have to be recorded if it's a deed on the restriction on the...
I would think so.
Yes.
Yeah, you would think so.
Lastly, we've all had calls from the leaders of the area out there, and responded in the same way. This is something it's completely new to us. Someone that wanted to come in here and change properties, that happens all the time, that they want to do, but they got to go before the public. They got to go before us for a long hearing, public hearings, and that's not necessarily saying we're going to let them do it. So I'd hate to have someone come in here and think that we're doing that kind of thing and put it out there in the public, and we're dealing with the leaders out there in that park, letting them know we're keeping up on it, making sure they know what's going on and so on.